everything's come together. Natalie's hurt, her ankle's busted. I'm hoping she'll heal quickly. We'll see. Today's her first practice back after a week. Couldn't walk. Great.
So when I was doing my tumbling workout, I sprained my ankle doing a 3 double. And then like a week later, I came back and started stunting, but then I re-injured it doing like new pyramid skills, doing like choreography. So I came back and then I re-injured it, and then I took like a week and a half just so I didn't like rush it, like rush the healing process. So now I'm back and can start stunting again. Carissa and Devin right now are switching off for side base, and right now I don't have a boy back spot yet. Sometimes we have Enrique filling in, but like since he aged out, that's not the official pod.
So Blake came back for a couple of practices when Kenny was here to help us work on pyramid ideas, just kind of helping out there and filling a position because we are still missing a boy.
We're told that Enrique was going to come in for a little bit, and then we got the new boy again, and then he left, and now Enrique's back. And then after showcase, we're supposed to be getting 2 more boys. Hopefully they stick around because we really need them.
Everything's just like changing constantly, so I can't really get consistent yet. Moving ahead with like solid stunt groups, and right now mine is still like switching out and changing, and I can't really like move ahead yet.
Comp season's creeping up on us, but at the end of the day, we have to be ready. You know, we have a set date now, so it's time to go. It's gonna happen whether you're ready or not. So you have to be ready. There's no choice but to be ready. This year, we're actually celebrating SMOED's 10-year anniversary. SMOED's first year was 2010 to 11, so 2020 is technically our 10-year anniversary. But the first team that we won Worlds with was our junior co-ed team, which was the original SMOED team that became SMOED. So it's technically our 10-year anniversary. So kids like Michaeletti, Cassidy, Lauren, Jasmine, Kira, all those kids were on that first team that started this whole shebang. So this year we decided to step away from the traditional SMOED routine, very blocky, very robotic. We decided to do a little bit more of a fun routine. You know, we worked on a lot of like new creative transitions, creative motions, just to really celebrate our 10-year anniversary. So this routine is different from anything we've ever done. I don't know how to clean it, but it's a fun routine and the kids are really excited about it. So that makes me excited for them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Up. 1, 3, 5, 7.
Good! I didn't know we were not taking it.
So Adrian coached me at Top Gun last year, and we got really close just because, I don't know, it was just like a good bond that we had. He kind of became like a father for me. I have a question. For the lid part, whenever I connect, there's just what count do we dip on and come down?
You guys tap on 5? No. 1. That's tap 1, right?
Yeah.
Tap 1, up 3, 5, 7, 8, hit 1. So dip 5, up 7, hit 1.
He really is good to go for things, and he really knows like the line between like you're my friend to like this is down to business and you need to do this because it's practice time. And he's really good at motivating.
Chest up. 6, 7, 3, hit 4. That's it. Get the heels. Better. Just make sure it's not drooping down at the end. Okay, let's try those all together. Everyone in the sponge.
It's actually really good to have both parts, just because if he is sweet all the time, I feel like it'd be like taken advantage of. It like makes me more feel comfortable. Like whenever my first practices were here, I was like, Adrian, are you coming to practice so you can help me and like tell me things? Because I have no idea what to expect and like I don't really know what I'm doing. I need you there for me. So yeah, it was like it's a lot better having him here.
5, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 3, count. 7, 7, 1, 2, 7, 8, 3, 4, 5, 3.
Right now we're just working on sections to try and start piecing together a routine, and we're really working on getting our technique done and this and that and just finally putting it all together. We've had bits and pieces and different skills, but now it's meshing. Yeah.
Let's pull out, let's go. 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Try it again. Everyone up. 5.
So we did not go to showcase, unfortunately. We weren't ready, but Eddie did decide that we are having one coming up, and we are preparing for that right now.
Let's go, we gotta do that again, breathe. Who else touched out? We shouldn't be touching out. So toe touch full. We've done literally nothing in practice today.
Just the name SMOED, being like the first time performing with SMOED is like this big deal in my mind, and I don't want to like mess it up for everyone else, basically.
You good, Cammy?
Huh? No, I got it.
You roll it? You alive? Okay.
This little like gray area between like having the skill and not having the skill is kind of hard right now. So we're just trying to make sure we slow down. Just remember, like, no matter what it is, a skill is a skill. Whether it's 50 things before or 50 things after, it doesn't matter. Like, skill's a skill is a skill. So we're just trying to get it all together.
Showcase was big for Reckless this year for two reasons. One was because, one, we were the defending world champion. Everybody like wants to see what we do. And two, I feel like this year especially, a lot of people really want to watch our team because we have a lot of big names coming back. And for us to go out there, we had to put on a good show because we didn't want to embarrass ourselves, and we wanted to show everybody that we're ready to go and try to get a title.
So the energy was really good, the crowd was awesome, but the performance was okay. I mean, we had a lot of people mess up in tumbling. I messed up, I touched in my 1-to-double, and I've never touched in my 1-to-double, ever. It was always like, everyone always had this mentality like, Michael Eddie, like, you're fine. Like, I get on the floor, I do the 1-to-double, I touch down, I'm like, oh my God, you're old. Like, that was the first thought. I was like, oh God, you don't have it anymore.
I felt really good with Showcase. It was a good, strong first performance, especially considering just kind of having an overwhelming number of us. Being able to go out into a performance knowing it was going to be cuts and being able to get out those first jitters, especially with having such a big name as Reckless.
We do Showcase and we're coming off this big high, and then all of a sudden Orby was like, wait for my text message or wait for my email. If you get an email, you know, that means you are no longer on this team.
2 years ago, I learned very quickly that you cannot coach with your heart.
3, Jet 5!
There's certain things that your heart is involved in, but when it comes to your players on the ground, it's gotta be the best 24, and your heart cannot be involved. And unfortunately, that's the hardest thing for me to do, is not use my heart.
Kind of like this eerie feeling. Everyone's kind of just waiting around. We're all calling each other like, hey, did you get a text? Or do you know who got a text? Or did you get the email? Did they get the email? Oh my God, she got the email? You know, and we end up finding out like all these people who get the email, it's a bummer.
Maddie Durham decided to step off the mat. Maddie Washek went to Vixens, and Mariah is on TNT as well as Lexi.
And we're just kind of like, just getting hit left and right. And it's just kind of like, well, what are you gonna do? This is what we got now.
Making cuts is never easy because it's not like it's an imagination thing. You just don't cut and then, you know, the next practice the right people show. It doesn't work that way. You have to sit each kid down and explain to them, you know, why is it that they're not good enough at that moment. And sometimes it's hard to explain that to someone that has all their skill, but they just don't fit the puzzle.
Hannah came in a little bit before Showcase, and she tried the stunt with like a few different groups, never really my group exactly, but I knew that she was a flyer still, and so, I mean, it made me nervous a little bit.
The decision between Hannah and Jordan was a hard decision because I already had my top 24. I had already made cuts, and then Eddie the very next day decided he was going to make cuts. Hannah's a double, she's got to go on a full, she's got pretty jumps, she's a pretty flyer. So it puts me in that position now of what do I do?
I didn't really know how to feel just because obviously like I wouldn't want to take someone's spot, and I obviously just came, I was new, so I didn't really like know how to feel.
It was extremely hard because Jordan is a really hard worker, and she comes in extra and she stays late and she does everything that she's told to do. With that said, what saved Jordan was she has a double full basket, which Hannah doesn't have.
So basically my last few years in the senior division, I had to base, and so I was excited to try and fly again since I was on an adult team and proud of myself for getting my double basket, getting my full, and being able to stay on the team and make it through cuts. But I mean, it's something that I'm sad about, and it's definitely hard, like watching Hannah do my spot. You know, it's her spot now, but it's hard watching her fly because I want to do it, but I know that it'll be better in the long run for the team.
Right now, we're working on our stunt sections and we're making sure that our stunts are hitting consistent and looking good and solid for the routine.
We're a little rushed right now, but we got it. Always positive attitudes, always. Never negative. Ari positive, out.
It kind of is more difficult because there's a lot more intricate skills and it's new and it's really different.
It's going to require the most effort, the most energy, the most teamwork, yeah? This is what we talked about when we said grit, this is now, okay? Don't go easy on it, but don't do too much. Be passionate about it, talk to each other, don't be selfish. What are we being?
Selfish. I thought you said that's what we're being right now. It was a trick question.
What are we supposed to be?
A teammate.
Damn it, Cammie.
Selfless,
Okay.
yeah.
So we sometimes whenever we do get frustrated, you can just see it on everyone's face and then it's just kind of frustrating that everyone does that. We just need to turn this around because we know what we're doing and we just need to get it done.
Trust it, it's the process. Every SMOED has gone through this, so it's not only us that are struggling right now. Even me, I'm struggling.
Yeah.
Guys, this is the part where we really need to be there for each other, and it's really important that we are, and if we aren't, nothing's gonna get
Guys,
done.
have fun. It's over, and then something falls, and then we're back to being sad. Have fun with the routine. Not everything's about just hitting that stuff. You're not you have to focus on something else in order to hit that.
It wasn't necessarily everybody was having a bad attitude or anything like that. It was just you need to be reminded good attitude, good practice type of thing, and we just have to let them know I know it doesn't seem like you have a bad attitude right now, but it's transferring into our practice.
But y'all gotta pick it up because one person's down, that entire stunt group's down. One stunt group's down, the entire team's down.
We're just reminding them, get back up, keep a smile on, make it till you make it. See how much better that was? Yay! Sorry.
So Michael Eddie's leading practice today because Orby is not going to be here.
I felt like people didn't want to work hard, and it wasn't everybody. Enough people just pissed me off.
Don't ask Michael Eddie a question. We're doing jumps. I got you, bro.
I kind of felt for Michael Eddie because a lot of people were kind of just, going through the motions. He almost lost his mind trying to get everybody together.